Good evening, children. Today, biology topic, clotting of blood. One small topic it is there. Then afterwards, I want to explain transportation in plants. Okay, clotting of blood is also called as coagulation of blood. Coagulation. Coagulation means combining, coagulating of blood. Okay, coagulation of blood. Coagulation is nothing but clotting of blood. Nothing but clot. Clotting of blood. Okay, how blood will clot? What mechanism involved in clotting of blood? You know very well. Commonly, this is blood vessel. Blood vessel. Blood flowing. Blood vessel. Yeah, blood. Unexpectedly, accidentally rupture the blood vessel or break the blood vessel. Any part of the body, this blood vessel will rupture or cut, accidentally cut the blood vessel. You know very well, you are studying in lower classes. Okay, main important blood cells are present in blood vessel, that is called platelets. Platelets. Platelets is also called as thrombocytes. Thrombocytes. Cytes means cells. Okay, platelets is also called as thrombocytes. You know very well, already I explained different types of cell, RBC, WBC, platelets. Three types of cells. Especially these platelet cells or thrombocytes help for clotting of blood. Accidentally, unexpectedly, injure the blood vessel, any blood vessel. Okay, you know very well there are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Then here what is there? Platelets. These are platelets. Platelets, they release one enzyme. Immediately they identify. Platelets recognize the rupture the blood vessel. Okay, then immediately platelets they release one enzyme, thrombokinase. Thrombokinase. Ase means enzyme. Thrombo means thrombocytes. Kinase. Ase means enzyme. Thrombokinase enzyme. What is the function of thrombokinase? Especially in blood, one chemical is present that is called prothrombin. 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 Pro means inactive. Inactive form of thrombin. In a presence of thrombokinase. Who secreted thrombokinase? This platelet cells secreted the thrombokinase enzyme. Okay, thrombokinase. Thrombokinase enzyme. This thrombokinase act on prothrombin. Why? Because prothrombin, it is an inactive form. This chemical or this substance present in blood. But when thrombin is released, thrombokinase released, the thrombokinase act on prothrombin. Prothrombin convert into thrombin. Next one more chemical is present, fibrinogen. Okay, this fibrinogen also present in the blood. Gen suffix. Gen suffix means inactive form. In the presence of thrombin, fibrinogen convert into fibrin. Okay, fibrinogen convert into fibrin in a presence of thrombin. Once again, listen, children. Coagulation of blood. Coagulation is clotting of blood. Clotting function under control of cells, platelets, or thrombocytes. When rupture the blood vessels or cut the blood vessels, immediately platelet cells they can identify. These platelet cells identify. They release one chemical. That name is called thrombokinase enzyme. The thrombokinase act on prothrombin. Prothrombin, it is an inactive form, convert into thrombin. Thrombin is an active form. Thrombin, active form. Next, one more substance is present, that is called fibrinogen. Gen suffix means inactive. This fibrinogen also inactive. When prothrombin convert into thrombin, the thrombin, in the presence of thrombin, fibrinogen convert into fibrin. Fibrin is an active form. Active form. This fibrin here start the release a net-like structures, small threads, fiber-like structures. They release like a fiber-like structures. Fiber, net-like structures like this. Fiber-like structures. Which area cut or damage? That area they start. This area what happened? They construct one net-like structures. They release one net-like structure. Then what happened? Blood cells stuck. This area stuck the blood cells. All blood cells stuck in between fiber or fibrin. Then what happened? They stuck the cells. So blood stop the oozing out or blood stop. It will take time nearly 3 to 5 seconds. Clotting, it will take 3 to 5 seconds. Within 3 to 5 seconds, blood will clot. Otherwise, large amount of blood lost from our body, maybe it causes death. So in this process, very important one vitamin, that vitamin name is called K. Vitamin K help for clotting of blood. Vitamin K help for clotting of blood. It is also called as coagulant vitamin. Vitamin K, it is also called as coagulant vitamin. If vitamin K deficiency, blood not clot within the time. Blood not clot within the time. It will take so much time. Sorry, it is 3 to 6 minutes in between, not seconds, 3 to 6 minutes. 3 to 6 minutes. Clotting time 3 to 6 minutes. Okay, vitamin K deficiency, it not clot the blood within the time. Large amount of blood come out from the body, maybe it causes death. Okay, children. Next topic. How material transport within the plants. Okay, how material transport within the plant? You are studied in lower class, in ninth class, transport in plant, transportation in plant. You know very well. This is stem, roots. Okay. From ground to they absorb the water plus minerals. Through the roots, they absorb the water and minerals from the ground. Especially cells that is called xylem. Xylem vessels. This is called xylem. Xylem, xylem vessels, they absorb the water and minerals from the ground. From ground, they absorb the water and minerals, supply the different parts of the plant body. Xylem supply the water and minerals. Water and minerals. Okay. Same time, leaf. This is leaf. Leaf is also called as food factory. Food factory. Why we can call food factory? Because of by photosynthesis process they prepare the food. Such a food through the special cells through special vessels they supply in all parts of the plant body, that is called phloem. Phloem cells. Okay, phloem supply the food, xylem supply the water and minerals. Okay, these two are important vessels. How in our body blood vessels, like in plants, xylem and phloem also very important. They help in transport. Xylem, they collect the water and minerals from the ground, supply the whole part of the plant body. Phloem, they collect the food material from the leaf or green part of the plant body. They collect food material from the green part of the plant body, which is the green part, leaves. They collect and supply the whole part of the plant body, total. Okay, xylem, phloem. Phloem supply the food, xylem supply the water and minerals. Okay, children. Next, how material transport within the plant. How it can transport in our body? How transport? Heart, it is there, pumping organ, heart. Okay, with pressure through blood supply the all parts of the body. But here pumping organ not there. How they can supply the materials within the plants? That we can learn now. Okay. That is the main important root hairs. Main important structure, root hairs. Main part, root hairs. You know very well. For example, this is the ground level, stem, here, roots. Okay. One I want to explain. For example, this root. Small root divided into small hairs like structures are called root hairs. Thin, lost, fine structures are called root hairs. So many root hairs are present. Commonly we can see in plants. Thin, thread-like, hair-like structures are called root hairs. Okay, these are all root hairs. Where it is present? In between the soil molecules. Where it is present? In between soil molecules. These are all soil particles. soil particles. Okay, by rain water percolate into the ground, percolate into the ground. Okay, then what happened? The soil particle absorb the water. Soil particles, they absorb the water. These all soil particles absorb the water. Okay, soil with water. Soil with water. Water means in the water so many salts and minerals are present. Salts and minerals like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. So many ions are dissolved in water. So water molecules contain so many ions, salts and minerals. Then what happened? Here, just a small information I want to say. You are studied in 9th class. You see, here pressure is less. Here pressure is less. Here so many soil, water, minerals are present. Here pressure is more. Here pressure is more. Here pressure is less. Then what happened? Root ends. Here develop the pressure. With pressure is all water and salts, minerals by diffusion process, and especially osmosis. Osmosis you are studied. Okay, exchange of gases or exchange of exchange of water molecules by through the cell membrane. From high concentration to low concentration, here high concentration to low concentration through the membrane, cell membrane they entered. Pressure increased here. Pressure increased. This pressure is called root pressure. With root pressure, all sides of root heads to enter into here cell sap. Cell sap. This is called cell sap. Okay, cells have nothing but all different types of salts, minerals are present in this. Okay, here what happened? For example, you see here different root heads they connect into dermis. Dermis to slowly enter into here they enter into xylem vessels. Just how I explained the xylem vessels. They enter into xylem. Through xylem vessels, they enter into different parts of the body. First, basically, here pressure is developed. Where it is developed in root heads, that is called root pressure. Develop the pressure in roots is called root pressure. How developed? Just how I explained once again. Listen. In between root heads, so many soil particles or molecules are present. In rainy season, they absorb the water, they become wet. Yes, so many minerals, salts, all dissolved in water in between soil molecule. Pressure will develop. By osmosis process, that water enter into the root heads. Root heads to enter into main root system. Here, cell sap. Cell sap. Cell sap means so many molecules are dissolved in water, that is called cell sap. Through cell sap, they enter into dermis to here dermis to enter into xylem vessels to different parts of the plant body. How they can enter? Through the xylem vessels. Okay, different types of xylem vessels you are studied in 9th class. This type of transport is called root pressure. With root pressure, through the root heads to water, minerals, they enter into main root system. Through the xylem vessels, they supply to different parts of the body. So, root pressure is right or wrong, we can prove by one small experiment. That is called root pressure experiment. Root pressure experiment it is there. Activity with root pressure. Okay, you take one healthy potted plant. Healthy Potted plant, you can select it. One healthy potted plant is all roots which is growing in pot, that is called healthy potted plant. Which is growing in pot, healthy plant. Above the, okay, above the ground or above the pot, you can cut the stem. Above the 5 centimeters, you cut the stem and fix with one rubber tube. It is, how is it? Transparent rubber tube or glass tube. It is a fix. We can make it fix it up without leakage of water. Here we can fix one rubber tube or glass tube. Fix. We can fix it. Glass tube or rubber tube. If it is not fixed correctly, otherwise you clamp, fix with clamps. Here also one clamp. Okay. Then already here water is there. Healthy potted plant means to supply the water to the potted plant. Okay. Next here to you add some amount of color water. Any color you can add color water. Here water plant, this is color water. Up to here water level. Up to here water level. Here you can add color water. Up to this much level you add color water. Color. That is the first level, it is called M2. You note down M2. Then you supply water. Okay, here also you will supply color water. Here no need, sorry. Here no need to apply the only water. It is a water level. Here you add color water. To pour the color water to plant. Then what happens? Roots, they absorb the color water. Then up to here first level, every 1 hour we can observe the water level. First hour, second hour, third hour, every hour. First hour water level increases, second hour increases, third hour increases. But every hour increasing the water level in the test tube. Okay, this is second one, level 1, 2, 3 readings, so that is called M1. M2 minus M1 equal, we can get the level. Okay, what is that we proved? By this experiment, we proved that roots, they absorb the water through the root pressure, water escape into the test tube. Just how I explained, root is here develop the pressure, whether it is proved by this experiment. Here in root pressure, whether right or wrong, we proved up. Here roots are present, stem is not there. Then what happened? This color water through the roots, slowly observing, we are supplying water, slowly observing the roots with root pressure, it going top level of the stem. By this experiment, we prove that root pressure, with root pressure, plant absorb the water, supply to nearly 150 meters height of the plants also. They are absorbing the water from the ground with roots. Roots are the basic for absorption of water from the ground. Then in roots develop the pressure, it called root pressure. We can prove by this experiment. Okay, children. Next one, transpiration of water. Transpiration means evaporation of water. Evaporation of water, it is also called as water travel through the plants. Water travel through the plants. Water travel through the plants. But in board exam, they are asking transpiration. Transpiration is also called as water travel through the plants. How it will travel? Whether it is right or wrong, we can prove. To take a healthy potted plant, select a healthy potted plant which is growing in pot, that is called healthy potted plant. This is root system. Okay, these are all branches. Each branch they have a leaves. Okay. Then here, whether right or wrong, we can prove. To select any branch, any small branch with two leaves, we can select. Covered with polythene cover. You take a one polythene cover. This mouth of the polythene cover. This polythene cover mouth. Tightly you tie with the stem. With thread you can tie it. You select a healthy potted plant. You select a one branch with 2-3 leaves covered with polythene cover, transparent polythene cover. We can see clearly. Mouth of the cover you tightly tie with thread to the stem. This branch area you can tie with thread. Then this total exhibit you keep under the sunlight for 1 day. Okay, evening after sunset. After sunset, you observe the inside the cover. Inside the cover, some amount of water drops. We observe the water drops. So here what happened? From ground to plants, observe the water. We are supplying water, no? Yeah, supply. They observe the water through xylem cells, enter into the leaves. In a presence of sunlight, the transpiration of water through the stomata. Stomata, already I said no. Stomata covered with two guard cells. In between is called stomata, opening. Through the opening, naturally, in a presence of sunlight, stomata will open. Through the stomata, small amount of water will evaporate. Here, they receive sunlight. Why? Because it is a transparent polythene cover. But water drops, it touch to the cover and it settle down in bottom of the cover. By this experiment, we prove that some amount of water evaporate or water travel through the plant. We can prove whether it is a travel or not. We can prove. Why? Because in the presence of sunlight, some amount of water will evaporate. That evaporation of water is called transpiration of water in plants. It is also called as water travel through the plants. Yes, children? This is also very important one activity. Okay. Next topic, mineral salts and manufactured food. In leaves, food will prepare now. This manufactured food will travel or transport through the phloem. We can prove by experiments. Transport the salts and minerals. Transport the salts and minerals, and one more, transport the food also. Okay, transport the salts, minerals and food. Which food? That is a manufactured food. Transport the manufactured food. First I want to say salts and minerals. Commonly plants, they absorb the water from the ground. Okay. With the help of root hairs, they absorb the salts and minerals through the xylem. It transports the different parts of the body. Okay, this is xylem vessels. Here, xylem vessels. This side xylem. How they absorb? Through the root hairs. Through root hairs, they absorb, just how I explained, no? Through the xylem vessels, they supply the different parts of the plant. Same time, here, transport the manufactured food. Transport the manufactured food. Here, phloem cells, especially phloem cells are present. They supply the manufactured food, different parts of the plant body. Okay, this is called as xylem vessels. This is called phloem cells. Phloem cells. So many, 5 types of phloem cells, 5 types of xylem cells. Different types of phloem cells, xylem cells. You have studied in 9th class transport system. Okay, here phloem, they collect the food from the leaves. They supply the different parts of the plant body. Xylem, they collect the water and minerals from the ground. Water and minerals from the ground. Supply the different parts of the plant body through the xylem cells. Opposite. Here, phloem, they collect the food from leaf. Why? Because leaf is a food factory. They prepare the food by photosynthesis process. They supply the different parts of the plant body. Xylem, they collect the water and minerals from the ground, supply the different parts of the plant body. Sir, whether it is right or wrong, we can prove by one small experiment. You know very well, aphids. Small insect. It is a green color, small insect is called aphids. Okay. Aphids have a sharp needle-like structure is called, okay, needle-like structure, this is called proboscis. Proboscis, sharp needle-like structure is called proboscis. Then insect, they suck the honey or glucose water from the plants. Okay, first what they want to do, in young stems or green young stem too, they collect the nutrients. First what they want to do, with proboscis, small young stem insert. First where? Here, that is called xylem. Okay, this is called xylem. Xylem means what is there here? Water and minerals. No, it is not satisfied. Why? Because they require food or glucose or honey or sweet substance or sugar solution is required. Then slowly insert into the phloem cells. Okay, they insert into the phloem cells. Then what happened? From here to glucose or sugar drops. Same time, water also from xylem to both they can suck. With the help of sharp needle-like structure is called proboscis. They are indirectly helping for transport system. How they are helping means when they suck the nutrients or water from the xylem and phloem, then this gap pressure will reduce. Pressure will reduce. When pressure will reduce, automatically xylem pressure will increase, phloem pressure also increase. Directly, indirectly, aphids are help for transport the minerals, salts and food in plants. Okay, children? Okay, whether right or wrong, this xylem and phloem, whether right or wrong, we can prove one experiment. You select a one plant stem. You select a one plant stem. Make it griddle. Griddle means you remove the bark around the stem is called griddle. Make it a griddle. Okay. Here you make it a griddle. This is lower part. This is the upper part of the stem. Then here you remove the bark. This is called griddle. Okay, here you remove the bark. Then what happened? From here, ground to water and minerals up to reach here only. Okay, up to here only they can reach. Then here to phloem cells, they supply the food. Food will stuck in this area. Why? Because phloem cells are absent this area. We are remove the bark, some griddle. So here phloem cells, they stop the transport. So what happened? Food will stuck in this area. Slowly above the griddle, some bulge will form. Like this, structure will form. Slowly bulge above the griddle. Why? Because total food is stagnated in this area. So by this experiment, we prove that from top to phloem cells, they bring the food. So here phloem cells are damaged. That's why total food will stagnate upper part of the stem. By this experiment, we prove that phloem, they collect the food from the leaves, supply the different parts of the plant body. Okay, children? Okay. Any doubt, children, up to here? Up to here, if any doubt, you can give in chat box. I want to observe. Okay, children? Read well, prepare well. Any doubt, you can ask to me. Thank you, children. Thank you. Good night.